Welcome to Driveway DIY, where we bring the shop to you. On today's episode, we're going to show you how to replace a distributor cap and rotor. Because we're dealing with the electrical system, the first thing we're going to do is remove the negative battery terminal. This particular vehicle has a unique distributor cap that is marked for each wire position. You don't have to mark each wire as long as they go into the same position, but we're going to go ahead and mark each one of these plug wires with a piece of tape and a marker just to show you how you should normally do this. We're just going to go ahead and mark each one with the number that's on the cap. So this is plug number 5. The labeling is just to make sure you don't get the wires crossed. This cap is held on by 3 bolts. Some vehicles use spring clips and some use bolts. It just varies by manufacturer. Then, carefully remove the cap. It's a good idea to remove the coil wire because it allows you a little more flexibility when maneuvering the cap around. Now we're going to orient our new cap to the old cap, and we'll simply replace these one at a time. So we're going to start over here with the number 1 cylinder. Now I'll pop this plug wire out, then locate the number 1 on the new cap and snap it in until it locks. Then we just move to the next one on the cap. Now we're on to number 4. Snap this into the next position. Then just continue until you have all the plug wires installed. Next we're going to replace the rotor. So now we have 2 screws on opposite sides of the rotor. We're going to go ahead and remove those. And then you just slide it off. Make sure you pay attention to the orientation. You would not want to install this backwards. Then we take the original screws and drop them back into each hole of the new rotor bug. You want to be careful that you don't drop these. They're hard to find. And then snug it up. You don't have to crush them, but you want them snugged. Now we take the new cap and we flip it over in here. Make sure it's correctly oriented and reinstall the original hardware. Make sure you snug up each bolt. Don't forget to reinstall the coil plug wire. Now we're going to go ahead and take all this tape off. Then reconnect the negative battery terminal. Make sure you tighten it down nice and tight so that it doesn't wiggle and you have a good connection. And that's all there is to replacing a cap and rotor on a distributor. Find all the parts you need to get the job done at ebaymotors.com.